They have come out with their evil agenda. Yes, we told you that the West are evil, but you do believe us. If they can go extra mile to do this to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, then what else do you expect? What else do you expect to tell you that these people are evil? But it can never happen. My wonderful listeners, this is a very crucial one for us, the well-meaningful Biafrans. But we can never back down in this time. Not today and not even tomorrow. Because an injustice for one is an injustice for all. Whatever they like, let them do. But we keep telling them that if they jail 1,000 Biafrans, 20 millions of Biafra will rise again. They can never jail the 70 millions Biafra. If they can do that, then let them continue. Because we can never back down. Not on this present one. Yes. For them to conclude that Simon Ekpa is going to get 6 years in jail without trial, without nothing. This is crazy. Yes, it's crazy. I can't believe what just happened to Ekpa. I can't believe that this kind of thing can happen for real. Yes, for those just catching up, Simon Ekpa, the Finland-based Biafra separatist and IPOB alliance, was just convicted on terrorism charges in Finland. The government claimed he funded attack, but we, the supporters, are saying this is a pure political persecution. Yes, that is what it is. Evil, that is what it is. And here is why it's a very big, massive red flag for we Biafrans worldwide. Because they want to silence our voice. They want to intimidate us so that they want to know if we can back down and stop the quest of the Biafra restoration. But they came very too late. But what are people? Stay with me on this very video so that you will see what really happened. You will be shocked totally for what you are about to hear on this very video. Stick with me while we break the table pieces. Then after that, we analyze it in a layman understanding. Let's go in there and watch it in detail. Don't go anywhere. Let's watch it.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all the genuine Biafrans. May God bless you all from wherever you are watching and hearing me from this very wonderful second day of June 2025. Now, before I start analyzing what I saw that was wrong, I want you all to know that we have only one government under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Orabueze, our Deputy Prime Minister currently. Now, any other government or any other government apart from the United States of Biafra, USB, is a fraud. They are all criminals, believe you me. They are all thieves, criminals, and they are all deceivers. They are all liars. There is no two government. It is only one government under the leadership presently of Madam Ngozi Orabueze. So that is the government you should follow. Any other government, I don't know anything about them. That is the truth. Now, secondly, the prosecutor in Finland said our prime minister should be going in for 6 years. And I tell you, whatever Tinubu cannot do with money will never and does not exist. Whatever Tinubu, you see this man called Tinubu, whatever he cannot do with money will never exist. Now, I have never seen in a country where you brought allegation over somebody and then without going through the court proceedings to find out if this man is guilty or not, you are suggesting 6 years sentence. Is it not the same country, the same court that told us a person is presumed innocent until he's been proven guilty? Why, where, and how did they fetch 6 years without even going through the normal procedures of the law? This is my point. And I want Biafrans to know this. The lawyers, the people who has read law can actually counter this. That prosecutor has no right to jail anybody or to pronounce any jail sentence without the knowledge of the magistrate. And that is the simple truth. Because there are laws that are guiding these things. There are laws that are guiding this individual. And a terrorist case of that magnitude carries 14 years sentence. 14 to 21 years. It's a kind of case. So if you see somebody coming to tell you that our prime minister should be going in for 6 years without the case being tried, without the accused person without the accused person to come and defend himself, then there's something going on. There is something fishy. Now, it would be better for us to understand that Tinubu has rolled out billions of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to make sure that he intimidates Mazi Simon Ekpa. And I'm telling you people the truth. But this is the spoiler alert. The spoiler alert is that the prosecutor only has the power to present his argument. The prosecutor does not have power over the jurisdiction, because the jurisdiction has their, template on how they handle a matter. So whatever payment that they have given to whatever, because I believe this prosecutor has to be investigated for coming to the court first time and saying, oh, Mazi Simon Ekpa must go to prison for 6 years, without any investigation, without any argument on this same particular case, without even, deliberating on the case. Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. And now let's start do the mathematics or the mathematical calculation. Now, this court is going to last for like 3 or 4 months, or 2 months, or 1 month, whatever. Now, this year is actually gone. Now, Tinubu has just 2 years, 2026, 2027, to, run for another election. And definitely, Tinubu has a way of bribing his way in. He never won the first election. We all know this. So he has a way of bribing himself in. So he knows that he's going to be in power for 6 years. Now, he doesn't want anything to do with this court case of Biafran government. And I'm telling you the truth. He does not know how to face Simon Ekpa. They can't face Simon Ekpa, and I'm telling you guys the truth. They cannot face him. Forget the way he was looking, he was feeling. This guy felt so bad when he came out, because all the people he was fighting for are the same people who were writing letters against him to Finnish authority. So what do you think this Finnish authority is going to do? They're going to come in and then crap on him and then start investigating. Now, Nigerian government is trying to look for a way to wash their hand off. You see, they are going to collect your money. They will collect Nigerians' money, but justice must be served. And I'm telling you people the truth. Justice must be served in this case. There is no how they are going to manipulate this case. Now, in any justice system in the world where this kind of high-profile case is being mentioned, it carries, if our prime minister is found guilty on the basis of terrorism, it is carrying life sentence or death penalty. Most especially in England, it is 14 years. After 14 years, then some of them carries 21 years sentence. Then they will now start looking for other options. 6 years is a red flag to us. 6 years, red flag, big one. But I know you guys understand that this case is dead on arrival. And I'm telling you, it's dead on arrival. And I'm going to explain why. Why is because in this country, self-determination is not a crime. Self-preservation is not a crime. Self-defense is not a crime. Now, asking for your country, which is a self-determination, is not a crime. So until this becomes a crime, that is when our prime minister can go to jail. Until the EU come and, readjust that law and say, now, self-determination has become a crime. Self-preservation is now a crime. Self-defense is not a crime. That is when our prime minister can go to jail. Because what our prime minister was doing was defending Biafran land. And the Finnish authorities saw it, that immediately our prime minister was removed. These animals, these Musa boys, Musa orchestrated heavy heat. The unaliving in the southeast, all of you saw it. You saw the way they behaved. Immediately our prime minister was removed. And even up to today, that onslaught continues. So how can you do investigation overnight and now bring it and now say, oh, you give him 6 years? That man must be, and I'm telling you, investigated. The prosecutor must be investigated, because no prosecutor does that. I have taken my time to make a research and realize that the prosecutor has the right to remind the judge of this person's rights, human rights, of this person's, fundamental human rights, and the capacity to think as a human, and leniency must be taken effect. And then they has the right to remind them of the character of this person. They have a right of reminding them how this person must be dealt with in their own ways. and the right that this person has as a human. We know that Finland might have sold out, but as long as it's in the court, it becomes very difficult to, pass, to overpass or to overlook. These things are there, so they are not the things I'm making up. But I want to ask the people who were shouting on television, who were making noise. Oh, because I saw our channels, is it Channels Television, where OGD Kaupe, I was saying that our prime minister was called in for questioning. They took him to court, and he said no, he's not a Biafran agitator. That he's a content creator. That is why he's always dancing. You see, you people just mess yourself up. It means that today that it is true what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, that media is the biggest propaganda in this world. Biggest propaganda. OGD Kobe, they just came out. Ruben Abati, oh, Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. All of you will bring those evidences against Simon Ekpa now. Only whether no mumel, he don't reach where una go come out, come talk. We have gotten to that stage where you people will come and defend all these lies that you have told. I'm telling you, because you can't dodge this case. Tinubu is trying to dodge this case so that they will give our prime minister 6 years, so that within that 6 years he is done with his tenure. Another government will now take over and continue for you. What you started, you will finish it. Our prime minister told you, if you had known, if you had sense, you would have left him alone. Our prime minister told you that he wants to drag you to the international court, and that is what has happened. And now you are avoiding it. You are meandering 6 years. That money you gave to that man, allegedly, the money you gave to him, go and collect it, because it will not work. Believe you me, Tinubu is a very corrupt, highly corrupt. That judge, prosecutor must be investigated by the Finnish authority. I'm telling you, he must be investigated, because he can't just come and say that nonsense in court, if at all he said it. Because I don't believe he said such a thing. 6 years? How? When the case has not started, when the preliminary hearing has just started. It just started. The hearing of the case just started, and you're pushing for 6 years. For what? Without the so-called offender coming to, give his own testimony. I've never seen that anywhere. So our eyes are open. So Biafrans, this is what it is. It has gotten to the stage where Musa, Biankolo, what is his name? Tinubu, Senate President Akpabio, the criminal Senate President Akpabio, the Vice President, all of them, they were shaking hands. It is time for you people to come to Finland for this defense of this case, because you people, what you want now is postponing, and it cannot work here. This is Europe, not Africa. So he who has accused must come to defend. He who said this man is a thief must come to prove how he became a thief. You must come. This Finland. You must come to this Finland. So Biafran, on this note, I want you guys to understand that we have only one government. Forget all these criminals that are going around calling on Rapweze Fulani. They are all criminals. Believe you me. Anybody that calls Rapweze a terrorist, a criminal, is a thief. They have nothing to offer to you people. And I'm telling you from experience and from what I have seen, they are all criminals. They ask you, what has your government done? What has their own governments that they claim that they have done for Biafrans? At least we are seeing what Rapweze is doing. So Biafrans, on this note, I have to leave you guys and get into the other room. I'll see you guys in my other video. Thank you, and may God bless you.